Good morning, girls. As you saw last night, my nails are naked now, so we're gonna fix that, okay? I'm about to show you my setup, how I prepare to put them on, and then I'll show you each step. Sound good? All right, so I currently do my nails at my coffee table, sitting on my couch. And so this is my setup. You can see I have all kinds of different supplies here, including, of course, my wraps and some cuticle oil, cuticle pushers, various things, and my mini heater. Oh my lord, you'll hear me talk about why I love this thing. So I will also talk about what you might be able to use that's already in your bathroom. Okay, so no worries if you don't want to purchase all of these things from Jamberry. You can get by without some of them. Step 1, make sure your nails are free of any nail polish, Jamberry wraps, gel, anything you might have had on them before. They need to be completely clean of those. Now, I used the oil method of removal last night, heated up a little bit of vegetable oil, broke the seal, dunked my nails in it, and they really did just slide right off. Works very well. I will say my nails peeled with that removal method, and they did not when I mixed non-acetone nail polish remover with just a little bit of water and did the exact same method. So if you're having trouble with your nails peeling with oil removal, maybe try that nail polish remover method. All right, so once they're clean, the next thing I always do, I have some Jamberry cuticle oil here, and so I just spread that on my cuticles, and that's going to make them a little bit easier to push back once we get to that step. Just putting on the last of my cuticle oil. Bonus, it smells amazing. All right, so we're going to let that sit for a little bit and soften those cuticles up. Your next step then is to decide what you want your jamacure to be. Now, I've already chosen mine. I have this awesome accent nail. This is Fractal. And then I chose to use Mirror for my main nails. Now, I wanted to show this to you because I want you to see what you get when you order Jamberry. You get a sheet that is this size, and this is enough for 2 manicures and 2 pedicures. Okay, your 2 pedicures come from these 4 at the end. They're way too big for most of our fingernails. And so these do your big toes, and then these split into 6 to do your little toes. Okay, all the rest of these are for your hands, and you'll have leftovers even after 2 manicures. Isn't that awesome? Now that you've selected your jamacure, it's time to figure out which ones fit your nails. Now to do this, I like to cut my sheet in half so that it's a little easier to manipulate. And then the way I do this, there are lots of ways to do it. I just pick one that looks about the right size for my nail, and then I hold it over there, center it, and press it down on the edges. Now you want to make sure that it's going to fit but not be too big. This one that I just picked is a little bit too big, so we want to go to the next one down and see if that might work for me. Okay, and you do want there to be some room at the edges, because if it touches skin or cuticle, it won't stick. And you can always trim it down a little bit. So I'm actually going to use this second one from the end, but I'm going to have to trim it down just a little bit to fit my pinky nails. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and go size all of mine, and then we'll be right back. Now that cuticle oil has had some time to soak in, go ahead and go wash your hands. You want to get rid of the oil. And then we're just going to even up our nails. So use your clipper or your file, whatever is appropriate to the level of evening up you need. Okay, do watch for areas of your nails that are kind of broken or seem weak. If you can clip those out, you should, because it will just make your application a little bit easier. Right, so we've evened up all our nails, and now it's time to take a cuticle pusher. Now, I'm using a rubber cuticle pusher from Jamberry, but you can use whatever you've got. And you want to just gently push back your cuticles and make sure that they will not impede the application process, because again, if these wraps touch cuticle, they will not stick. So you want to make sure that they're nice and pushed back before we start to apply. Once they're all pushed back, you can take a Jamberry nail prep wipe, or if you don't want to purchase these, some rubbing alcohol, and just clean off your nails one last time. If there's still some oil, use a buffer block, and I usually do this. Use a buffer block to get rid of that shine, and then wipe down with your rubbing alcohol or your nail prep wipe. Now it's time to apply. Don't forget that each little sheet does 2 nails. So I've cut it in half. And then I have curvy nails, and so you can see they don't lay flat on there. So in order to make application easier, I've taken my cuticle scissors and I've just cut tiny notches in each side. Now I've exaggerated these a little bit so that you can see them easier. And I'll show you as we apply, that's going to make it a little easier to get these to lay flat and look nice. Alright, so now I'm taking my orange stick and peeling the jam off of the backing. Do not touch your jam with your fingers. You don't want the oil to interfere with the adhesive. Now I just clicked my little heater on, and I'm going to hold the adhesive side toward it for just 3 to 5 seconds until it starts to curl so that I know that it's a little warmed up. Alright, and then we'll apply. When your wrap is heated, just lay it on your nail. Be careful to avoid the cuticle. Okay, and then just press up through the center, and then if you're using my notch method, up from the bottom to the notch on each side, up from the bottom to the notch, and then around the top and down to the notch on each side, around the top and down to the notch on each side. Okay, and I'm going to take my rubber cuticle pusher and make this nice and pretty, and then I'll show you the next step. Once your nails are applied, just take your cuticle scissors and you want to trim the excess off as close to your natural nail as you possibly can get. And then once all of this is trimmed off, and I've already trimmed it off with my other fingers, you want to take your file and gently, not real violently, gently, you want to file off the excess, and that excess Jamberry will just file right off. And then we'll move on to our next trick, which is called the baggy method, to help you seal the tips of those nails nice and solid. Once your nails are filed, you could be done, or you could try the baggy method. Just wrap your finger in the baggie nice and tight at the tip, hold it to the heat for a few seconds to shrink wrap your wrap and give you the perfect manicure.